Did you know that most women suffer in silence because of recurrent yeast infections, especially after periods each month? Today, we are going to discuss about this topic because they shy off from sharing. My name is Benta. Welcome to Benta Media channel. If you are new here, kindly subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you cannot miss on the next episode. Comment in review of the video and share if you find it interesting. I want you to remember that the vagina has both the Candida fungus and the lactobacillus bacteria, and an imbalance between the two can cause us problems. Yeast plays an important role in maintaining an healthy vagina. So, if there is an overgrowth of it, then it leads to an infection. Now, what you are calling the vaginal yeast infection or candidiasis or vaginal thrush. The first sign of the infection is having an itchy vulva. You can also tend to get a thick white clumpy discharge. This one can have smell or has no smell. You can have a foul smelly urine. You can also get redness. You can also feel a burning sensation during urination. You can have redness around the area. Women who are prone to getting recurrent yeast infections, especially during periods, it's due to the fact of hormonal imbalance. So periods also tend to increase the pH of the vagina from the normal one, and this alters the normal yeasts around the vagina. Remember, when you have high levels of estrogen due to the hormonal imbalance, it tends to cause increased yeast infection. This one can affect expectant mothers and women using hormonal contraceptives. Other causes of yeast infections include stress. Remember, stress causes hormonal imbalance, and we've already said hormonal imbalance causes yeast infections. Two, diabetic patients tend to get high levels of yeast infection which are recurrent because of the presence of sugar. Yeast likes sugar, therefore it tends to thrive in such environment. Immune suppressed people also get yeast infections, especially the HIV and AIDS patients. All two ways of preventing recurrent yeast infection. One, drink a lot of water. Water is a cure of many infections. Two, wearing loose fitting underwears which are made of cotton. Again, avoid using feminine scented products on your vagina. Four, avoid overstaying in the hot seat bath. Avoid wearing lingeries in sweaty places or G-strings. This is because when you're wearing a G-string, it is not always in place. Therefore, it helps the E. coli from the anal part move to the front part so easily, hence causing the yeast infection. Always practice proper self-hygiene. And the last one, do not douche. Kindly do not put anything around the vagina or inside the vagina, since it can self-wash itself. Use of antibiotics, especially for a longer period, can also cause yeast infection. Therefore, it's advised that if you are using antibiotics, you use them in conjunction with a probiotic to prevent the yeast infections. In treatment of the vaginal yeast infection, the doctor will prescribe the treatment regimen according to the severity of the infection. For those with mild to moderate infection, there are over-the-counter antifungal medications which can be used. This includes tablets or capsules which are antifungal. There are creams and ointments to apply, and there are pessaries to insert. For those with severe infection, there is an arrangement that you can take for 2 weeks or even once a week for the next 6 months. Another symptom of yeast infection is pain during sex. There are several home remedies that can be used to keep the yeast infections at bay. One, the most common one that you know is the yogurt. Yogurt is a good probiotic. It contains lactobacillus acidophilus, which controls the overgrowth of the yeast cells around the vagina. Two, you can use the tea tree oil. This one kills the unwanted fungus and the bacteria around the vagina. You can use also the oregano oil. This one you can apply on the skin. You can still use the coconut oil, and especially the original coconut oil. This one also you can apply it around the vulva. You can also use the boric acid suppositories. So these ones we use in moderation, since they can cause kidney damage and circulatory issues failure. So you use small amounts of it. You can also apply the apple cider vinegar, small amounts of it in water. That is in the seat baths. You can do seat baths using it. Do not apply it inside. Vinegar is applied onto seat baths because it helps flush out the bacteria. Another thing that you commonly know is the garlic. Please do not insert garlic into your vagina. Actually take it in your diet. Applying it on the vagina can cause corrosion of the mucosa, hence causing you pain and burns. It's always to refrain from having sexual intercourse during the treatment of the yeast infection. Thanks for watching the video till the end. If you find it interesting, give it a thumbs up and leave a question regarding it on the comment section. Thank you. On to our next one. Bye bye.